And hello again. So this is this is actually probably going to be like a pretty short video. I don't know. Um, but the main thing that I wanted to talk about here in this video, as you can probably tell from the caption, is like cowardice, especially in terms of like conservatives. I know there's like so many different political fucking videos out here that are annoying as fuck. So let me just add my own. But I just like because I've just really been thinking about like our society and everything. I know, like I'm fucking a philosopher. I know, Oxford. Where's my degree? But no, seriously, I've just been like thinking about our society, and you see so many people who are like, North America is on the verge of collapse. I'm not gonna dig into people's anxieties there, so I'll just keep this like centrally focused, or I guess try to just focus as much as possible on the main topic. But yeah, I've just always found conservatives and like right wingers to be fucking cowards and like losers. And there's this Instagram post that I saw. I didn't read this article. It was just a post about, it was a post that was a screenshot of the headline of an article. And it was apparently Arnold Schwarzenegger. And he was talking about how, or the headline said that he was talking about how his father was apparently like a Nazi or something. And he ended up like he ended up old and essentially just like drinking with his friends, talking about friends, quote unquote. Yeah, right. Talking about like Nazi shit. And again, I did not read this article. I did not read the full article at all. But he was like the part of the headline basically said that he always viewed people like that as like weak and cowards. And the person who posted that was, or their comment section basically said, why don't people frame these people that way as like cowards? And I've always thought that too. Like I've low key always thought that. Like even as a kid growing up, when I see the way, like really developing my own thought process and seeing the way some of these people think, like it gives punk bitch. Like I'm not even trying to be funny. Like that's just reality. Like it gives punk bitch to think like that and to act like that. Like especially when you consider like your average white conservative in America. Like I think the main thing, like to really frame it for you here, how great are you really if you need society to always work in your favor and to basically like kneecap other people? Like do you understand what I'm saying? Like if I'm telling you, oh yeah, I could, like I'm fucking Usain Bolt. I could fucking beat you in a race out here. Trust me. But then I tell the fucking like ref or whoever, oh, but make sure you tie that guy's feet together just because. Oh, but trust me, I'm still better than you. like do you really understand what I'm getting at? Like how great are you really if you need other people to be handicapped in order for you to achieve anything? Like I've always thought that. Like I mean, I think many people know like the whole premise of like having to work twice as hard to get half as much. And like yeah, we can have that conversation all fucking day, but view it from the other perspective. Like you're telling other people that they're not as good as you while knowing that they have to work harder than you? Okay, like does that not sound like punk bitch? I'm not even trying to be funny, but it's just like if your idea of a meritocracy only relies on you getting your way or you getting whatever handed to you or you believing that you should have whatever handed to you and people who look like you should have whatever, like that's just nonsense. Like that is straight nonsense and that's not a meritocracy whatsoever fucking ever. But again, like the main thing here is like, again, how superior, quote unquote, are you when you have to rely on every other external factor to make yourself seem tough? Like, do you understand what I really mean by that? Like, you also saw that shit that happened in, I think it was like Cincinnati the other day, or not the other day, but a couple days ago. Like those fucking Nazis who, first of all, fuck Nazis, kill a Nazi, like genuinely. But those fucking Nazis who were like, try to like put up their fucking swastika nonsense and they called the police to escort them to wherever. That's a whole nother conversation. You will never convince me that American police out here are for or like doing any good when they willingly protect Nazis? Like what are we supposed to derive from that? That your local community protection, oh, they're also protecting your local Nazi, but don't worry, they're here to protect you and the Nazi. Like, you've got to be fucking serious. But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. Um, like again, these Nazis, they called for a police escort because the the citizens of this area were not fucking playing, and they're like, what the fuck is up over there? I guarantee you, if the police were not there, I wholeheartedly believe those citizens would have killed those Nazis. And good for them. Good for them if they would have done that genuinely. But again, like that's what I'm talking about. And this is a common theme, mind you, with these white supremacist punk bitch groups, is that when they show up to these areas where they know people don't fucking want them because they're Nazis, they call the police to come protect them. Does that not sound like cowardice? First of all, being a Nazi makes you a fucking coward. That's a first of all. Being a Nazi makes you a fucking coward. But then secondly, it's like you're trying to display hate nonsense thinking that it makes you so tough, and then you have to call the police to come protect you because the citizens who are not pieces of shit might beat the crap out of you if not kill you. Does that not sound like being a fucking coward? Like genuinely? I mean, why do you think these people are always walking around in groups and they're like laced up like they're going to the fucking battlefront? Because they know that people do not like that fucking nonsense. You know, shocker, people don't like Nazis. And they know that the last time people did something about Nazis, it was to fucking kill them. And yet you're still dedicating your life to being a fucking coward. Like, what? Like it's not funny. Like it's genuinely not funny, but it's just like let me also just add this part in here before I keep going with the whole premise of this video. People shouldn't, because I've seen these posts a lot, and no lie, I believe that the CIA is fully operating and active on Twitter. I really believe that because I've seen a number of posts very frequently lately saying that there's no benefit to being a good person, and that sounds fucking suspicious. Like that sounds bad suspicious to say that. But also, this is like a whole nother thing, is that people need to get a fucking grip. Like people need to get a fucking grip. And what I'm about to say is a bit contradictory to, I guess, like the aspect of personal responsibility, but it does, like, it's very clear to see that we live in a society that almost like forces people to be bad people. And I know some people are going to be like, that's not the case, like that's not true. And of course, in many cases that's not the case. People are choosing to be bad people, like absolutely. Look at white people. But like we live in a society where people are forced to make hard decisions that sometimes are not uniform to their typically positive belief system. And like that's unfortunate. Like there are some people, for instance, like Amazon. Be fucking for real. Should you really support Amazon? No. But people sometimes in certain cases rely on Amazon because they cannot access certain things or because it's cheaper. Like a lot of stuff on Amazon is really cheap. And I'm not saying that in like the Shein capacity. Like, no, you actually don't need to spend $800 at Shein. But some people actually need certain materials that they can only access from Amazon because there's so many suppliers that are selling it at like cheap cost, like really cheap cost. So there's stuff like that. Um, but in but when it comes to like, being a good person, you're not like, this is not like a tit for tat situation. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like you should not believe that every interaction you enter with is supposed to compensate you in some way. And I feel like if you think like that, there's a deficiency in your life. Like genuinely. Like there's a deficiency in your life somewhere, and you should probably do something about that. Um, but again, like I said, the CIA is totally active on Twitter, like straight up totally active on Twitter. Because to see those posts, especially with everything that's going on, where somebody's like essentially insinuating, "Oh, I don't have to care about other people." Okay, CIA, like I see you, I see you. But like seriously though, if you think like that, especially with everything that's going on, I would suggest you switch up your thinking immediately. Take a quick trip to the Himalayas or wherever the fuck, do some soul searching, and then get right. Because with how it's going, you'll probably need to rely on people more so than ever before. So this idea of like, oh, I'm only going to be a good person if I get something in return, go to hell. Like, genuinely, I mean, that's where you're going in the first place, but go to hell, because you do not need to see some instant compensation from being a good person. Being alive, essentially, like being alive is enough to compel you to being a good person. Now, me, I'm player hater of the year. Trust me, I'm player hater of the year. So take that how you will. But at the end of the day, like, it still relatively does not pay you to be a trash fucking person. And I feel like somebody out there with more expertise, with more knowledge, with better means of articulating this can say it far better than I can. But it's just so interesting to see the loss that is taken on even when you have everything. I think I've said this in another video. Like Elon Musk, I don't know if you've seen those text messages between him and that other trash girl that he got pregnant, I guess, or that trash woman he got pregnant. He's like living in paranoia 24 fucking 7. No shocker. If I was a shitty person who knew I was a shitty person, I'd probably be scared too. But like, he's living in paranoia 24/7, claiming that like, oh, I can't make a misstep with security or else the worst is gonna happen. Blah, 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 blah. Like, that kind of paranoia, and trust me, Elon Musk is on drugs. Like, trust me. But like, that kind of paranoia can take you to like dangerous places, like genuinely, like mentally, can take you to dangerous places. So again, that paranoia is only derived from being a shitty fucking person. Have we considered not being a shitty person? Like, I'm like, not to give you a history lesson here, but like, when you look at or when you do research, I guess, or just look into like the history of slavery in the United States, you will see many of these people who were like slave owners, and their day-to-day worry was like slave revolts, like the whole idea that the enslaved people were going to kill them. They absolutely should have killed more of them. But it's like, again, you're claiming that your biggest worry is, oh no, these people that I'm mistreating are gonna get me back. They're gonna get their look back. Okay, so have you considered not mistreating people? Like, have we considered that option? Like, it's just so insane to me, the amount of bad people that want to be shitty fucking people and they're aware of it, and yet they also believe that they like deserve safety with their shitty fucking actions. Like, get fucking serious. Like, genuinely. And if history has shown us anything, is that angry people are basically invincible, especially when you give them a good enough reason. Like, it's not just anger like for over stupid shit like white people and their, oh, DEI, oh, but now I'm talking people who are angry with a purpose. Like, they're like, those people practically become invincible. Like, you have to be serious. So again, like, the main thing is, if you think that being a good person is supposed to reap some kind of reward, I suggest you walk off into the woods and keep walking forever, because you should not be looking for like a prize just from being a good person. And I'm not saying that in the sense of like, oh, people don't deserve good things. Like, good people totally deserve good things. But if you think, oh, I'm going to be nasty to everybody if I don't think I'm going to get something in return, like I said before, bitch, go to hell. Like, go to hell, because that's already where you're going. Like, that kind of mindset is beyond ridiculous. Beyond ridiculous. And the amount of people who I guess are trying to embrace it, you're going to be shell shocked. Shout out the Ninja Turtles. You're going to be shell shocked when you realize that other people have that same mindset and probably even do it more so than you. That's the one thing bad people never consider, is that there's somebody out there who's probably just as bad, if not worse. That's the one thing terrible people never consider, is that there's always somebody out there who is a bigger monster than you. Like, why add to the fucking roster of monsters that we already have in the world? Like, why add to that? You know what I mean? So, like, that kind of nonsense is just ridiculous. Be a good person because it's the right thing to do. Period. Like, that's it. Period. Point blank. Away from that of being a good person, right, the main thing in this video is like, again, as I'm growing up, as I'm just like going through life and, trying to make it in life, and just seeing everything that's going on, like, it really does cement to me that, like, if you're a conservative, like, you're probably a fucking loser. Like actually, like it's many feats of like cowardice, primarily, and again the idea of like, oh, I need people to be handicapped so that I can get whatever, and then trying to proclaim that you're like better than everybody else. Like there's so many different conversations that you can have about this, like in literally every fucking facet. But I just think it's like it's just so, like it's just cowardice, like genuinely, like there's no other way to put it, like especially with these like conversations about diversity, equity, and inclusion, because yes, let a conservative tell it, apparently that's a terrible thing. God forbid our society has diversity, equity, and inclusion. Why the fuck would we want that? We should actually have nothing but hate and exclusion. But anyway, like especially those conversations, it's like you are so frazzled at the idea of somebody who doesn't look like you being in a similar if not higher position, that you have to resort to making up nonsense to try to discredit them. Is that not embarrassing? Like I don't want to be one of those people who's like, if you think this is okay, at least think about yourself. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's another thing I don't like, is when people are like, even if you don't like this thing, think about it from your own selfish perspective. Like, I don't like that. Again, like literally what I said previously, you should be a good person because it's the right thing to do. You should support certain things because it's the right thing to do. You shouldn't do certain things because, again, that is the right thing to do. But like genuinely, it's just like, do even so, like if we remove that element, like do you not recognize the irony in that, again, to claim that you're so much better than everybody else, but then you like start bawling like a baby if somebody who doesn't look like you is in a certain position? Like out hustle them if you're apparently so much better. Like don't fucking make up bullshit claiming that, oh, society's now unfair to you when it's not, and then claim that, oh, that's why this other person excelled. Like personally, like again, like it's like, I'm not gonna hold you, I've always thought it was pathetic. Like I've always thought that show was fucking pathetic. Cause like again, if I'm saying like my own personal opinion, if I'm saying that I'm better than you, I'm gonna prove it. Like I'm like, like you know that Twitter meme where it's like amongst women where it's like, oh I'm not gonna say that your next girl is not better than me because shit, she might be. But no, like seriously, if I'm saying that I'm better than you, like genuinely, and I really really believe that, because low key, I honestly don't think I'm better than most people, especially in the position that I'm at right now. Like I mean, I'm not even 25 yet, so. But I mean, anyway, it's not about me. But anyway, like yeah, if I'm saying that I'm better than you, like I'm gonna prove it. You know what I'm saying? There are some people, they could have everything in the world and you're still better than them. Cough cough, Elon Musk. Like trust me, you could be dirt poor. I promise you, you're probably still better than Elon Musk. But anyway, like yeah, if you're saying that you're better than somebody else, like prove it. Like genuinely prove it. Like don't fucking run to who the fuck ever to try to like kneecap other people, and then you're trying to like place that on the basis of like, oh well, it's not fair to me because I'm no longer being given an advantage. Oh, but trust me, I'm still better than you. I can still outwork you. I can still out hustle you. Well, not really. If you need some kind of like crutch against other people, like I've always just found that like embarrassing. Like again, like pathetic, like genuinely, and I just find it so interesting that other people, obviously their fucking synapses are not firing enough to even recognize that kind of like almost like cognitive dissonance. But I've always just thought that was like insane, because it's like, why say something and then go through so much effort to try to make that thing true if I could just live in truth in the first place? You know what I mean? Like again, so again, if I'm saying that I'm better than you, I'm gonna fucking prove it. Like I'm gonna out hustle you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna work harder than you because I'm better than you. But I'm not gonna say that I'm better than you and then not actually do any of that and then just run to whoever and be like, oh, but it's unfair. It's unfair that they got this and this and this and I should have gotten it just because. Like again, is that not pathetic? Like that's pathetic. Like that's genuinely pathetic. Um, like that's like there's no other way to put it. Like it's honestly pathetic to me, and I just feel like that is like genuinely like an aspect of cowardice. Like honestly, like it really is. Like there's so many. Like let me put it this way. Like there's so many iterations as to how a society can look, but when you're basing your viewpoint of society on this ridiculous ass idea that like, oh, only certain people should be here and only certain people should do this and I should be given advantages over everybody else. Oh, but trust me, I'm outworking you. How? Like that's really the question. It's like, okay, but you were given an advantage. So how? Like, and again, like again, that's what I'm talking about. It's like the cognitive dissonance that so many of these people live in to try to make their reality seem true. It'll never be true. It'll never be true. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's the reality. It's like you can try to dog people however much you want, claim that people out here are getting unfair advantages. You know that's not fucking true. Like you know that's not fucking true, and your desire to keep saying that is embarrassing. Like genuinely. And it's not even again like not even just from like a selfish perspective of like being a conservative is embarrassing, so I don't want to be fucking embarrassing, but it's like if nothing else, consider that fucking perspective. Like is that not embarrassing? Like is that not pathetic? Again, like I said before, if I'm telling you that I can outwork you and I can out hustle you and da 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 da, I'm actually gonna do that. Like somebody says, "Oh yeah, well prove it." Ugh, here's the fucking rap sheet. You know what I'm saying? Like here's the fucking resume. What do you mean prove it, nigga? It's right here. But then if I'm saying, "Oh, but I'm better than you," oh okay, prove it. Okay, well I'm just gonna claim that whatever you get is unfair, and then whatever you get is because of DEI, and if I don't get something, it's because it's unfair to me. Mind you, from people who, again, many of these conservatives you know are white, so have never experienced discrimination a day in their fucking lives, especially not on the basis of being white. Like again, like how many, like my thought process as a human being, how many lies can you tell yourself up until you just get tired of it? Like genuinely, like how many lies can you tell yourself up until reality is looking a bit hazy? And then, mind you, we're also talking about like, or haven't even mentioned like the effects of that on your relations to other people, because you know that like that kind of mindset. It's not just in a like work capacity or even when you're interacting with strangers. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of mindset is in every part of your fucking life. There was a person that I was watching a video of him. He was like some professor or something, and he said something along the lines of being a bigot will force you to be stupid. And first of all, that is wholeheartedly true. But it's also just like when you really look at life and you're so hopped up on ridiculous delusions that come at the expense of mischaracterizing everybody else simply because you want to feel protected in your little stupid ass bubble. And then it's like, okay, well, other people are not like that, and you're making shit up. Again, is that not tiring? Is that not embarrassing? Is that not pathetic? Like every synonym of all of those words, it's all of it. Like you've got to be fucking serious. And I just feel like realistically, because I like personally, I really examine my viewpoints like every fucking day. Like I really do, to the point where it's like almost crippling. um it's just like when I really look at this stuff, people ask you, it's like, oh, how do you know that what you believe is right? And it's like, my personal opinion is I've never had to tell myself lies to back up what I believe. You know what I mean? Like, I've never had to invent straight up propaganda campaign to reaffirm what I believe. I believe what I believe because I know it's right and because I know it's a morally like a good thing. You know what I mean? Like I don't just believe what I believe just because it makes me feel comfortable or because like even and that's another thing. This is actually because I think I mentioned this in another video is even some of the things that you believe or things that you know are the right course of action, sometimes it might not make you feel comfortable, but you know it's still the right thing. Many of these people, their entire mindset is just dedicated to making them feel comfortable. That's why there's also the repetition of lies. Again, you think that you can out hustle people just because, And then when somebody proves to you, yeah, not so much, you then feel a bit uncomfortable. So you have to start making up lies like a punk bitch, claiming that they had an unfair advantage because whatever. It's like some fucking bullshit that definitely does not align with our overall society. And you know it too. Like that's what I've always found so interesting is like you can talk tough all day, especially because so many of these people are like obsessed with guns, like fucking losers. But yeah, you can talk tough all fucking day. You don't have anything to back it up though, because your evidence is a bunch of lies. To me, that is more pathetic than anything else. And I'm not sure if maybe this is a deficiency in my character because me, like, if I'm saying something and I'm claiming that it's true, like, it has to be true. Like, you know what I mean? It's not just like, oh, it has to be true because I want it to be true. No, like, it actually, like, has to be the fucking truth. Not just, oh, I said this thing and because I said it, that means it's true. Like, no, like, it actually has to be fucking true and I actually want to know what I'm talking about, which is why I'm like desperately trying to get through fucking school and trying to get my degree. Cause like I actually want to learn shit and I actually want to know what the fuck I'm talking about, even if it might make me a bit uncomfortable. But you see so many of these people, their entire mindset and belief system, it's just whatever makes me feel good about myself, whatever makes me feel comfortable. Da 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 da. Like that's embarrassing. Like that's embarrassing, especially again when it comes upon the part of then having like a self-sufficient system of lies. That's embarrassing. Like honestly. There's probably more to say on that, but I think I'll just leave it here. Okay, bye now.